Thank you, Madam Chair. I have a lengthy list of things I want to go over, just to update the board and the citizens. The department's been working diligently on the in-house program. It's currently in progress. To date, we've completed paving on Cowden Road, West End Drive, and Railroad Street. We're currently prepping a portion of Galati Road for paving, and also Chiffoni Road. That'll pretty much wrap up what we have on our in-house program. As Dan mentioned, the 2019 capital roads is pretty much complete, 95% complete. We're holding back retainings for punch list items such as joint gutter line sealing, topsoil, seed mulch, and backing up to edge of roads. I have one more item to discuss with regard to roads. On July 17th, we conducted a final inspection along with the Turnpike representatives and the contractor to go over what needed to be done for the turnover of Lower Hill Road. And there are some outstanding punch list items. One of the items that still remains out there, we looked at the drainage, and there was some concern expressed at the last meeting about drainage at Sunset Drive. And the remaining punch list that I have here that still has to be addressed by the Turnpike and their contractor is to investigate and develop a new drainage system at Sunset Drive. They're still contemplating that with their engineering staff, and they haven't come to a decision as to what they are actually going to do, but they've all agreed that drainage is a concern. So that still hangs out there. With regard to the parks, I'd like to give you a quick update. Again, thank you for approving the color coding for the basketball court over there. Our plans right now, we have a playground equipment in our facility down there, and we expect to begin installing that in late August, beginning of September. And with that, I'm requesting from the board tonight, our plans include access to that playground. So I'm going to have to go in there and create a rock construction entrance, and then we'll pave it on the way out so that there's access to the playground, a paved surface. Everything will be ADA compliant, just as we've done over here at the park with the trails. The trail in and around the playground itself will be done with our paving operation. The trail itself will be 8 foot wide and made of constructed of asphalt. So I'm asking the board for their approval to move forward with the work that has to be done over in Lawrence Park with regard to the access road in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Also, continuing with some Cecil Park issues. The deck hockey court, I was asked by Jack to look into what can be done with the bottom of the chain link fence over there. Currently, the kids are putting cardboard at the bottom of the fence. We've come up with a system we're going to install. It's going to be a Trex type 5/4 decking attached to the bottom of the fence, and they'll be able to use that as a rebound board also, and it will minimize the chances of anybody falling on that. That 5/4 decking is only an inch thick, and we'll do a positive connection to the bottom of the chain link fence and connect them all with a biscuit. So, also with Cecil Park, I have new backboards and hoops on order. The current backboards over there are crazed and cracked. They're plexiglass.
Can we take a quick step back? Around the deck hockey, thank you. The money's spent on that would need to be board approved, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
I don't have a cost estimate for that. I don't have a cost estimate for that. We just came up with the idea. We've been wrestling with several things. That's probably the safest thing that we can install at the base.
I'm okay with it. I just want to make sure we're.
I won't move forward without board approval on the actual cost of that.
Okay.
Again, and I'm actually very pleased to see everybody agree to create a capital account for the parks. That's something that we'll use, and we have a number that we can charge against when we do work in the park, and it doesn't come out of the capital roads budget. Such as the access road into the Lawrence Park over there, just for aggregate and asphalt. We can tag that capital item when we do work like that. So that'll make it nice and clean, and we'll be able to account for the money spent in our parks. And that's, yeah, that's the end of my report, thank you.
Hey, Bill,
Yes.
I thought we agreed last year that we were going to do it in-house, we were going to repave the parking lot out there. That parking lot's terrible.
You know, we had a cost construction estimate last year. It was included in the bids for Youngblood, and there was never, it was left, they may come back and do it, I think it was $50,000, but we had no plans in-house to do it. We can't do that in-house with our paver. Our paver's not big enough to do that.
I thought Tom Robinson gave me a bid of $45,000.
Last year there was a cost, yes, and I think it was around $45,000 or $50,000, but that was last year. That was an alternate bid that was in connection with the tennis courts. And that was never voted on or approved, I don't think.
Well, do you agree it needs to be done?
Oh, I do agree, yes. Yes.
So I have a question on the, that Mon Valley Expressway. There was a gentleman in 3 months ago, and he needed a driveway. Were you working on that? That would go out to Morganza Road, or is that Dawn, or do you recall that gentleman?
I vaguely do. That was,
Off of Fellowship?
Yeah.
yes, off the
Dan
policy.
and I are working on that issue with the Turnpike Commission now.
Okay.
Yeah, we in fact, I think we reviewed that in a meeting with PennDOT, and we looked at some typical sections for the grade going into the cul-de-sac and stuff. And I was fine with the grade that they presented for the cul-de-sac. There was going to be a grade going into the cul-de-sac, and I told the Turnpike that there would be no problem for us to do that. But I guess the plan is to create a cul-de-sac there and then have that driveway come off of that. So that was, I think that was generous on the Turnpike's part to help remedy that problem for that resident, those two residents over there. So. Thank you.
Thank you. And Dan, engineer's report.